our channel. It's been around a month since we last posted, but in today's video, as you might have seen from the title, we've got a little house update, because since we last did a home tour, but what do you reckon, about a year ago now, we did the home tour?
I think it might be longer.
Maybe longer. There's been lots of new additions to the house, and some of you have been asking, so we are going to show you what's new in the house. And secondly...
Yeah, because I think when I see the old home tour, I think, oh, that's just not how it really is anymore.
I know, we get comments on the video and it's like, oh, that's gone.
Oh, yeah, we didn't like that. And secondly, we are doing a little Q&A. We put out a question box on Instagram. I put a post on YouTube to find out what you wanted to know, and we're going to answer some of your burning questions.
And there's some really good ones in there, ones that we haven't been asked on the channel before. Things about how we met, things about the wedding, future trips.
Yeah.
So stay tuned and yeah, get some answers.
So starting with some little house updates. Today has actually been a really, really fun day. So we woke up at 4:30 a.m.
Which is unheard of in this house, especially on our days off.
I have had a 3-hour nap this afternoon because I was crashing, wasn't I?
Yeah, bad.
So we got up at 4:30 and left the house at 5 a.m. to make it to, I always get the name wrong, Kempton Racecourse for the Sudbury Antiques Market.
Yeah.
Because we'd heard so much about it, we've been seeing it all over social media. There is just crazy gems there. And I think actually it's normally bigger than when we went today, and I thought today was huge.
Yeah, one of the market traders said that because it's bank holiday,
It's half
one
term.
of the market traders said because it's half term, that it's going to be a quiet one, and the weather was a little bit unpredictable today.
Yeah, a few of them mentioned the weather, and I think, oh, maybe some stores didn't come out then because the weather was a little bit unpredictable.
Fortunately, pretty much everything we went with intent to buy, we bought.
We found some gems.
We cleaned up at the market, and it was like being a kid going to the market with your family. I demanded that we got
the whole journey there. I'm going to get a bacon bap from one of them dirty market vans. Can't wait.
I loved that bacon bap.
As soon as we got there, we saw it, and you was like, ooh, bacon bat. And I even said to the lady, he's been talking about his bacon bat all bloody journey.
And I said, can I have it crispy? And she was like, you can have it however you like. And I thought, oh, this is great. So anyway, that's not the home tour. The home tour update was the things we bought.
So Sudbury Antiques Market Fair, I'm really not sure what to call it, is actually free to go in and shop around. However, if you arrive at 6:30, which a lot of people have recommended on social media, it is a £5 per person entry. I think it's recommended because I think a lot of interior designers or antique specialists, is that what they're called?
Want to go and get the best stock.
Want to go and get the gems.
I don't think it's imperative that you go early, but we personally had a really good experience going early. So if you're thinking of going and can spare a fiver,
yeah,
get there
go
early.
And also, I just want to say, all of the market traders, I really don't know what to call these people.
I think they're market traders.
Market traders.
Kindest people.
Was so lovely. It was honestly a really, really nice experience.
So good. And we was back home where we live, which is like over an hour from where the market was.
For 10 a.m.
For 10 a.m. for our haircut.
Ready for the haircuts.
Yes. What a day we've had. So the first item we picked up from Sudbury Antiques was 2 teak fruit bowls. There were 3 sizes available and we picked up 2 of them.
I'm not even sure what teak is, I'm going to Google it.
It's a type of wood.
Teak is a tropical hardwood tree species in the family Lamicae. Oh, don't come for me if I've said that wrong, please.
So we got 2 of those. One was £20 and one was $15. And we love a home shop, and we were saying in comparison to some bigger homeware retailers, the price was just unarguable. So we picked up 2 of those, which we absolutely love, and we've placed those on the dining table, which we're really, really happy with. Possibly going to fill it with some lemons and limes, things like that. Yeah,
I just wanted to make them a little bit of a centerpiece, and they would go really well with the stone vase as well that we have on the table, and the like linen runner.
Yeah,
it just looks really nice. But yeah, we was saying that in, say for example, Neptune, where we love to shop, I reckon that the big size.
£80, £100?
£80, £100, yeah. And we got it for £20. Did you say that?
I did, yeah. You took my thunder,
yeah.
That's fine. So speaking of Neptune, you might also notice on the dining table, we have some new sprigs. Don't know what they are, they're just there. They're yellow and they look really nice.
Very brave of us, went for a bit of colour.
They probably cost more than the fruit bowls.
Yeah.
And also on the Neptune note, you might have noticed in the kitchen, we have a new vase with some greenery in it, which is over there. And that vase was £85 from Neptune, which we said last week when we bought it, that's such a good price.
It's really good. It is for Neptune though.
But wait till we move on to the vases that we bought today and you might feel otherwise.
So one of our big ticket items, feel like I'm on The Apprentice on that task where they have to go and find products.
I love that task, it's my favourite. I bet I'd fail miserably, but I feel like I would like just smash it.
Which I know is very popular these days, but we really wanted one, was a milking stool.
It's not a milking stool, it's a bench. They sold a lot of milking stools.
I think it is a milking stool, boy.
It's not a milking stool.
A milking bench.
Is it called a milking bench? It's just a bench. It's made of elm and it's a bench. That is what it is. Your milking stool. It's not a milking stool.
It says,
but that particular stall sold a lot of milking stools, which are very, very popular. What's it called on the label?
Wooden stand.
Fucking hell.
Wooden stool.
It's just a wooden stool.
Milking stool. Thank you very much. Googled milking stool. It come up as a stool bench thing. I'm going with milking stool.
Who cares? Who cares? But anyway.
So yeah, that was...
whatever that is.
That was one of our... We have to get one of these. We saw on like social media, TikTok, Instagram, that there was a stall there that did a variety of shapes, sizes, colours of these benches. We did manage to pick one up. That cost us £60.
And the ticket, £500.
And we have looked on their website as well, and it's £500, and we got it for £60. So we've put the milking stool bench, whatever it's called, in the entrance hall, and we've styled it with one of the vases that we got today. We actually bought them in a pair, but the other one is upstairs on something else that we will show you. Along with a noir white company candle, and it just looks so cosy and homely when you walk through the door. And we've always wanted a little bench or table in the hallway.
You guys have to let us know after watching this video what you think our kind of home vibe is. I was thinking about it earlier. It's kind of minimalistic, neutral, a little bit contemporary, but also with those kind of traditional Cotswoldy vibes.
Yeah,
mixed
like
in
stone, wood, but minimal.
at the same time.
But
So let us know,
loads of fabric and plump cushions.
Let us know if you agree. Yeah, a little bit of that as well. But it's our own style, and I hope you guys like it. Since you guys last saw it, the living room has changed so much. We actually have a new sofa. The reason we got a new sofa is because that living room doesn't get much natural daylight, and it is so dark. It's just the darkest room in the house.
Canvases, everything's new in there.
Yeah. So it started with the new sofa, which we got from the Sofa Club. If any of you are interested, it was called the Marleybone.
Marleybone, yeah.
Yeah, and we're really, really happy with it, and we actually think it's really good value as well.
And it's so comfy.
Yeah, really nice.
But again, we just wanted something neutral. We are not into like bold colours and stuff like that, which is why the yellow flowers on the dining room table was a bit of a brave move.
They'll probably be gone next week.
But yeah, we just wanted something. I think we wanted the space to be really calming, to be honest, along with obviously lightening up the room. That was very important. Felt like there was a rainy cloud in the living room every day.
So the new sofa escalated into pretty much everything else in the room. We got a really big mirror, which opens the room up, reflects all of the light. We got 2 new lamps, one from Zara Home and one from Neptune in the sale. So we got that for quite a good price. We got a sideboard from the Cotswold Company, which is absolutely stunning. It is so solid. When you open and close the drawers, it's just that proper furniture piece that we know is going to last a lifetime.
We also got the coffee table from H&M Home. That's just styled with some coffee table books, male nude. And
Arty.
And a Zara Home, I think that vase is.
That vase is Zara Home.
And some nice sprigs from Neptune.
Yeah, so the living room's had a real facelift and we absolutely love it. It feels really cosy. We changed the configuration so that the sofas face each other instead of being pushed against the wall. because there's a lot going around on social media about that, and it really put me off having a sofa against the wall.
I remember being young and thinking that I didn't like sofas against the walls. Maybe I was destined to have an eye for interiors. Well, I hope I do anyway. I think I do for myself because it's how I like it. But also, the living room is so much cosier now because of the lamps. I just feel so warm and cozy. So moving upstairs, we got another bench. That is actually a bench.
It's just a bench. It's a bench.
For the bedroom. We kind of knew what we was going to get with that one because, like I said, we'd seen this stall on social media, and not the stall bench thing, the market stall.
Stall.
We'd seen the market stall on social media, and we knew that they sold
it.
Yeah, these long ones. And I said to Charlie, we actually both said to each other that we really, really want that. We knew that that would look lovely at the end of the bed, and we have styled it with some other vases that we got from Kempton today. You'll notice that one of them is very similar to the one downstairs. That is the other half of the pair of vases that we bought. And we also just draped over a Zara Home throw.
Yeah, I think
just to soften it.
Yeah, I think the other vase was £40, the bigger one behind it, which again, considering that that thing over there was 80, it's a really good price. And just on that note of being at the market today, bartering.
Bartering, right, go on, you.
We did well, I think. I think there's always wiggle room.
Well, we got money off one thing.
It's better than some other people who watch on social media that have been to the market.
Absolutely, you are right.
We asked politely, we respected the no's, but we pushed where we could. You'd ask questions like, is that the best price you can do for me? Or you would say things like, if we was to buy two, is there anything you could do? Things like that. And, you know, we got a few no's and we got a yes. And though that pair, which weren't actually a pair, but they were just very similar in slightly different colours.
I think they're exactly the same shape.
Yeah, they are, but I don't think they were sold as a pair. They were just individually
yeah,
sold.
Yeah, they were sold as a pair.
It looked like a father and daughter, actually. It was really cute.
Oh, it was really cute.
Yeah.
I thought that, and we haven't spoken about it.
I know.
They had a really good relationship as well.
Honestly, guys, get down there. It's amazing.
It's so nice.
They said £80, and then when we all went in, they said
no, you're right. You're right.
They said 60, so it's £30 each, which was amazing. I mean, we absolutely want to go back. And the stall that we got, milking stalls and benches from, did say they've got a lot of stock coming in 2 Kempton's time, because Kempton Market, Kempton Antiques, what's it called? Sudbury Antiques at Kempton runs the first Tuesday and the last Tuesday of every month. But look them up on social media to check those details because they may well change in the future.
So just touching back on the bartering thing.
I've
just sat here silently while Charlie's going, we was really good, we was really good.
I told a great story. I'm a good storyteller.
So today, he'd say, oh, try and get money off. And I'll go, boy, you try.
No.
And he'd say, I can't do that. But I feel like you told the story really well. What you said was true.
Listen,
or at one point,
if you were entertained, thank me.
With the long bench, I noticed he'd got a couple more off of the end of the lorry van. And obviously it's really raw wood. So these ones were wrapped they were getting off the van. And I thought, I want to see the colour of them first before I make the decision on the one that I'd seen. Turns out
we did end up with the one in the bubble wrap.
Yeah. And I said, do you mind if I have a sneak peek? And he just handed me the scissors. So I ended up buying one.
Politely. He wasn't funny.
Oh yeah, no, he was like, yeah, go and open it. Go take a look. He said, you're doing my job for me.
And that's when he got the bartering involved. He said,
that was smooth.
But I unwrapped that one. Is that the best you can do?
Yeah.
The best you can do, yes. But I did unwrap it myself.
Even if I unwrapped it myself?
Yeah, so
and he went, yeah, it was 140 before. But again, they were just funny.
Yeah, they were.
They were just funny. So
I would go back just for the bacon bap.
Boy, I honestly had the best morning. It made me feel alive getting up at that time of morning. And then I get home and I'm like...
Yeah, it felt like we was going on holiday. That was the vibe.
Yeah, we was driving near Heathrow Airport as well.
The last small addition that we've made to the house was a small table lamp which we picked up the same day that Will had his eye surgery. We did get it that day, didn't we? Or did we go back?
No, it's when we went back.
We went back because Will had his eye surgery and started being in severe pain and was spilled. So we went back and we picked up this lovely table lamp from Zara, which really brightens up the the second bedroom, which happens to be at the front of the house, which is the same as the living room, so hence that dark thing I was talking about earlier. But lamps are so much better than big lights, aren't they? I know everyone says it, but they really are. I mean, we've got the big lights on in here because we're filming, but otherwise...
We never have the big lights on.
We never have the big lights on. We actually have a lot of lamps now. It's like the under kitchen lighting.
Oh, I love
two living
that,
room
yeah.
lamps. I even put the hood on. I put the hood on because that has lights in it as well. It's just so much warmer.
Yeah.
And I think the light being lower, it's cozier.
Yeah, I love lamps.
Yeah.
A year ago, we didn't have any lamps. Apart from bedside ones. At one point, we didn't have any of them either. I was using the big light.
God, they're really nice though, aren't they?
They're really nice.
Their bedside lamps are really nice. So, that is the home update. They are the new bits and pieces we've bought over the last year. A lot of them very recently, actually, apart from the sofa.
Yes.
Yeah,
We've had the sofa quite well now.
We hope you guys like it. Any questions you might have on that, please let us know.
Guys, there might be a slight change of light because we just took a 20-minute, half-hour break because we decided we needed to go to Tesco's to get some snacks. For example, I've got some hummus as well. Oh, and I've got some cookies. White chocolate, guys, white chocolate and honeycomb cookies from Tesco, the finest ones. Oh, I feel like FaceTime. You know when you do that and it goes...
Oh, little hearts.
So now it is time for us to answer your questions.
I think start with the most asked question.
Yeah, actually, this is the most asked question. It is, how did you two meet? So me and Charlie have actually known each other for years. We've always been like
Acquainted,
like our friendship group sort of merge sometimes for certain events, parties, or, you know, just get-togethers or whatever.
it was back in the day of maybe like MySpace and the early days of Instagram, where you would kind of follow people or be friends with people that were like friends of friends.
Yeah.
That maybe you didn't know personally, but you kind of knew them virtually. So it was always
Sort of sometimes
of
in the same circle, and we live in the same town as well. I feel like it goes back to school, doesn't it? You know, when all the schools sort of merge a little bit and you know everyone.
maybe right towards the end of school.
It was always towards the end, yeah.
Borderline kind of when you might have left school and gone to college.
Sixth form, college, yeah. But yeah, we've always known of each other. I think it got to a stage in my adult life where I always had a little eye on Charlie because I always thought he was very, very handsome.
You did. I know that now.
And then one day I just woke up to a message.
Yeah.
Charlie asking if I wanted to meet up with him.
Yeah, because we all worked at a country pub at the time and my parents would go there quite often. And you were quite familiar with them, weren't you? And every now and again,
I'd had I built up a bit of a relationship with them.
You definitely like maybe mentioned that to me that like, oh, I'd seen your mum and dad, and just made like friendly chit chat now and again.
Yeah, exactly that, just friendly chit chat.
So my message saying about us going for a drink was kind of an offspring of that, really, and it wasn't overly thought out. It was just, I don't know, it just felt like I wanted to, and we did pretty quickly. Like what, 2 days later?
Yeah, we met 2 days later, and it was the best day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The sun was shining. We went for a walk over into like some countryside fields and like through trees and stuff. It was so lovely.
Yeah, just spoke about life, didn't we?
Yeah.
About everything up to that point in our lives, which again was not a thought out thing. And it was our first date, but we didn't treat it like that.
It didn't feel like one. It felt like I was meeting up with someone. But I feel like as the day progressed, I was like, oh God, like I really like this boy. Like I'm liking him more and more. Long story short, we moved in 2 days later.
That's like a gay relationship thing, isn't it?
So we started speaking on the Monday, we met on the Wednesday, and then Charlie came to stay at mine on the Friday, and then Friday turned into Saturday, and then Saturday turned into Sunday, and we just decided at that point that I actually didn't want Charlie to go home and he didn't want to go home.
And we called ourselves, not long after that, Together Boys.
Together Boys. So we was dating, seeing each other, and then we was Together Boys, and then we was Boyfriend Boys, and then we was
because I was going for an early morning personal training session and when I got back, you wasn't there. You'd gone out for something. This is at Will's house, and he'd left me a note that I still have, and it says, "Will you be my boyfriend?" with a love heart on it. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
I reckon that was like, what, a month later? Maybe? 3 weeks later?
No, that was 3 months later, because it was in July. That's our boyfriend anniversary.
God, you're right.
We met in April.
Yeah, and then we moved in here.
Yeah.
Into my house.
And also, we didn't really have a choice because we was about to go into lockdown. So it was either we stay together or we don't, wasn't it?
I think a lot of couples faced that, didn't they, around that time, where like newly dating couples, it was like, if we're going to see each other, we sort of need to be staying together.
Yeah.
So we had like a big brother start to our relationship, and I couldn't be more grateful. So.
It was such a horrible time for the world.
But in that element of our life,
in our life,
yeah,
it was such a lovely time. I mean, everyone knows we had a really good summer that year, so we spent all of our time out in the garden and still just getting to know each other. But it was...
But like we was in Big Brother.
Yeah,
That's
was
how I
incredible, and I'm just so grateful that we put ourselves in a position where we could have burnt our relationship out, and we didn't, because we went 100 miles an hour from the start. And I love you as much now as I did then.
I love you too, Guy. I've got anything in my teeth.
Have I got something in my teeth?
Just had a little crisp break. So, next question. This is from someone that watches our... Oh. You alright?
Yeah, just choked on air.
So this is from someone that comments on our videos and watches them regularly, so thank you for that. Favourite Disney park and favourite Disney ride?
Oh.
I think we should both answer this.
Okay.
Remember, Disney, not Universal.
No, I know.
He knows. He knows as much as me.
Okay, shall I go first?
Yeah, favourite park?
Disney World, Florida.
That's not a park.
Oh. Magic Kingdom, Disney World, Florida. And I think I've said it before in these vlogs. I think I said it in one of our Disney series that I have such fond memories of when me and Charlie went to Disneyland Paris. So it's really hard to compare the two. I mean, they're vastly different in size. I feel like they're all magical. I've only been to two, not parks, two Disney World and Lands, whatever. But obviously, with Disney World being a lot bigger and a lot grander, it's a bit more like, whoa, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I loved Magic Kingdom. I really, really did.
Yeah, I have to agree, though they all hold the most special place in my heart, every single one that I've been to. Magic Kingdom in Orlando, just, I don't know, it hits you. Well, it hits me when you walk in and you hear the music.
Yeah.
You smell the smells and everything you see. It
Yeah.
just overwhelms me with happiness.
Oh, I think I've got a favourite ride as well.
Oh, you've got your favourite ride?
Yeah, it's ready.
Well, I just wanted to say though that all the parks have those feels, but if I had to pick one, it is Magic Kingdom in Orlando. But Disneyland Paris, I mean, it is beautiful.
It still takes your breath away, doesn't
It does, yeah, so please do not buy that. And even Epcot, the Epcot music, I mean, this could go on, so we'll move on. Favourite ride?
Yeah, stop now. So my favourite ride is Ratatouille in the French Peninsula. Am I saying?
Is it called Pavilion?
Pavilion.
I use that word all the time in these videos.
You love the word pavilion.
I don't in real life though.
It was was it the Maldives? You kept, this
I called everything a pavilion.
Walk into the villa, this is our pavilion. The Ratatouille ride in Epcot, that was amazing. That was really, really good.
That's your favourite? Not that it shouldn't be, but I'm just...
Do you know what else I really liked? Soaring. That nearly made me cry. And that's an old ride.
Oh my god, Soaring.
Oh god, the Avatar. Oh boy, this could go on and on. I think I will go with Ratatouille for now though. It could change.
What am I going to go with? Space Mountain in the dark at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It is just the most...
Boy, that was horrendous.
It's so thrilling though, isn't it?
That was horrendous. I hated it. And I was sat at the front. And I thought, I can't guarantee I'm not going to die tonight. That was horrible.
But the thrill.
I can't believe you just picked that.
Big Thunder in the dark. That gives me the Disney feels. Like the music and the smells again. But then it's...
Scary.
But you're so right, Soaring and Avatar Flight of Passage. They are...
Yeah, they're up there.
But an absolute favourite, you're saying...
Off the top of my head, Ratatouille. We love that.
Okay, off the top of my head, Space Mountain, but I can't believe I'm saying it, but because Avatar actually physically makes me cry.
Yeah.
And Soaring I mean, that's quite something as well.
I still find it funny that when you go on Avatar, when the screens open up or whatever happens, if you look around, there is so many rows of people, and I was the only one that was screaming as if I was on a roller coaster. I thought, oh God, I thought everyone was screaming.
The soundtrack of that ride as well.
Yeah. Oh God, that's really good. So the next question is, where are you planning to go on honeymoon, or is it a surprise for us all? It's not a surprise, we'll tell you. We are going to Santorini in Greece, somewhere we've never been before. But obviously, if you've been before, or if you haven't, but you've seen the pictures, like everyone's seen the pictures, the landscape and the views. Oh, I just can't wait. We love Greece anyway, but I feel like that's really authentically Greece. Do you think? Would you agree?
Well, from the pictures, it looks very Greek.
And from what we've heard as well.
Yeah, but we wanted to go somewhere we'd never been before, as Will said, and we feel like it's the perfect honeymoon location. It's at the beginning of July that we go, so which is like days after our wedding. So
We're giving away our wedding date almost.
Almost, not quite. Don't worry, if you're invested, we will be bringing that content. Make sure you're following both our Instagram accounts, because that is probably where we will post first. But we will also post on YouTube.
It's so weird to think that in like a month-ish, we're going on holiday, but I have not given it a second thought, because obviously the wedding comes before that, and that is just consuming our lives at the moment. For good, not for bad.
Yeah.
It is just consuming our lives.
But that trip is being vlogged, so stay tuned, because there will be a honeymoon vlog coming. Another question we got was, where is your next long haul holiday?
Ooh.
So we currently don't have a long haul holiday booked. We have our wedding, which is our main focus. We have our honeymoon, which is our second focus. The rest of the year, we haven't got anything planned yet.
And we'll be poor.
Yeah, we might be poor for a bit, so. But we've discussed a few things, haven't we? You mentioned that you've got the America itch.
Oh, we was talking about it today actually.
So
I said, boy, I can't stop thinking about Florida.
So I think it could be America, but we did say to ourselves that we are both desperate to go to Anaheim, Disneyland, and there are parts of LA that we both really want to see.
This would have been my answer as well.
So that is what we've said will be our next long haul holiday, which I think is a contender. But Will said today that he's got the Florida itch, and you know how I get. Them fingers might just whoop. In terms of long haul, other than LA, there's nothing that sticks out. I mean, you'd love to go to New York, wouldn't you? Which you've
I really want to go to New York. I really want to go to New York, specifically Ground Zero. I just want to be in that environment and like feel the feels, and just I feel like I could sit next to them like fountains, them at that memorial garden or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
All day.
So I went to New York in 2008 with school, believe it or not, on a school trip to New York.
God, you're old.
And I did go to Ground Zero, but at the time it obviously was only 7 years after it happened. So there wasn't anything like there is there today. And the second time I went, I don't know when that was, but I didn't actually visit Ground Zero. So that is somewhere that I would like to go as well, and I feel like it's somewhere we've really enjoyed together. So maybe New York. Who knows? I mean, we will definitely be covering it, whatever it is. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you want to see our future travel videos, because there are more to come.
So the next question is, who proposed to you? Who proposed to who and how? I proposed to Charlie on Christmas Day of 2021. So I had a plan.
Was it a flash mob?
So I had a plan of how to propose to Charlie. I would, but I couldn't dance. Charlie's got rid of mine, I don't. I really wanted to do it at his 30th birthday party, but there was a concern that maybe it'd be a little bit overwhelming for him, like there's a lot going on. So I thought...
And I think both my parents and a close friend of mine sort of pointed you in that direction, didn't they? They were like, oh God, there's a few people saying this.
Because that was the conversation I had when I'd asked them if I could ask you, your parents.
And they were like, oh...
It might be a little bit too much, because Charlie gets a bit overwhelmed in them sort of situations anyway. Like a situation where the attention is on you and you've got 100 people around you that are all there for you. That's a lot for you to deal with, isn't it?
Absolutely, but going into that just ever so slightly, like party anxiety as well, it's a
Yeah, you get terrible anxiety.
Bit of a problem for me, isn't it? Like if we're going to something social where people are drinking and things like that, I get super, super anxious. So it's probably just everyone looking out for my best interests overall.
Yeah.
But it couldn't have been more perfect, the proposal. So continue on.
Yeah, so I just decided to strip it right back then, and Charlie loves Christmas, so...
Yeah, that's, some people would say, oh, not at Christmas or not at this. No, Christmas is my jam.
Charlie loves Christmas, so I thought I'm going to strip it right back, and it's just going to be me and him in front of our Christmas tree, and Minnie was there, and...
You opened all our presents.
And then what did I say?
You said there's one more present.
I said there's one more present in the tree.
And in that moment I thought, oh my God. But I hadn't thought anything up to that point. And you said it was hidden in the tree. Now if you've seen our Christmas trees, don't mean to blow our trumpets, but we don't actually decorate it, so maybe...
They're extra, so I ended
It's
up...
hard.
I had to go and get it. And then I came out with a little box, and I also think the way it was done up, and the colour of the box...
Oh, it was just...
It was Tiffany blue.
Yeah.
So I think that was a bit of a clue as well. The
little white ribbon.
Little white ribbon of what was going on. And I got down on one knee and I said nice things to you.
Yeah,
about how much I loved you, and how the last 2 years have been the best of my life. And I said, so I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Will you marry me?
Yeah, and I said, of course. No, I didn't say anything, did I, straight away? Was I a bit like...
Yeah, I think you was a bit like... And then you said, of course, and you was a bit teary, did a little cry, didn't you?
Yeah, and then we popped open a bottle of Verve and had it for breakfast.
Yeah. So that is how we got engaged.
You also bought 2 rings.
Oh, and then I said there's another one in the tree, because I didn't want to be left out.
And then
I didn't make him propose to me.
And then we had to go to London because even though you sized it pretty well, so Will used the ring that I wear on this finger while I was asleep for size reference, and he didn't do too bad.
No, it wasn't while he was asleep. Charlie never ever takes that ring off.
Oh my God, you're right, I don't.
No.
Because it's really difficult for me because my knuckles are quite big, and then the bit underneath my knuckle, you can really see it in the middle finger there, is so skinny.
So I always say his hands are like the elder wand.
They are, look. Oh my God.
Yeah, you don't need a wand, it's already there. And this one day that I was going into London to get Charlie's ring, Charlie had taken the ring off. I just can't even believe my luck with that.
You're right, I remember that.
And
now.
I stole it for the day. And I took it with me, and I said he wears this on his... Index finger? Yes, they said, oh, it tends to be like a size down or something. But because Charlie's fingers are so skinny, not near the knuckle, of course it was about 10 sizes too big, so we had to go and get it resized. But we haven't got them on at the moment because they've been sent off to be polished for our wedding. We mentioned this last time, we're actually not stacking our rings, we're not getting a second one, so we're using the engagement ring as our wedding ring. So we wanted to get it all polished and nice, and they've come back, but we said let's not wear them until the wedding day.
They're so shiny now.
They look so good, don't they?
Yeah, and you don't want me to wear this, do you, on the wedding day? You want my hands to be bold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree.
Just the photos.
Yeah, I do agree. What is your favourite video that you've made?
I know what mine is.
Are you thinking about...
I have to.
When we actually physically made the video, did we, like, what's our favourite one to have made? Or
I think the ones
completed one?
I'm going with my favourite completed one.
Oh, okay.
I've got 2.
You've got 2?
Yeah, can I say them?
Yeah, okay.
And they're probably our least popular videos. I loved Will getting his nose pierced and Will's... Oh, they're both but me. And Will's upper eyelid surgery. Because I love when me and Charlie chat in the car. Because what you see is exactly what we'd be doing anyway. We always just chat the whole time in the car, don't we?
Yeah, and we sing and we like...
And when I watch it back, I always think that is... I feel like all of our videos are just what we talk about. We've said before that the way we film our vlogs is we don't like retake things, and I'm sure a lot of other people don't either, but when something's happening, camera just comes out, what you see is what happened in that moment. But when I watch back the ones of us in the car...
They feel the most authentic.
They feel the most authentic. Oh, it's raining again. They feel the most...
good for my new flowers.
It is. Yeah, they feel the most authentic. Minnie, it's okay. Oh God, it's all going on. And I think it's just really nice to watch how we actually look in the car. And they're the easiest vlogs to edit as well. Because it's just us being us. Yeah. So they're my favourites.
I'm going to go with a different angle.
Go on.
My angle is to look back on. I think the video in Florida where we watched Happily Ever After, because to be able to capture that moment, and it was literally, as we all said, as it happens moment, we said to ourselves when we was in Florida, we're not gonna try and film amazing firework content because we personally will watch them videos on YouTube ourselves. High quality, better sound quality.
Someone's there specifically to film the fireworks.
The idea of us vlogging it is capturing us in that moment. So I just had this idea of flipping the camera around the other way. So instead of filming the fireworks, to film us. And it's a very authentic moment for me because I didn't feel like I was, you know, looking back at the camera, making sure it was right. The quality is actually quite poor because the light obviously keeps changing in front of us.
But I thought this, when you look at that, you keep the camera quite steady considering you're not looking at the camera.
No, and I just am so grateful that we have that because I've watched that back a couple of times since we've been.
Yeah.
And again, just linking it back to the Disney question, it just fills me up with so much happiness. So I think that's
I like that angle.
My favourite.
Isn't it funny? All the ones we've picked are probably the least viewed ones.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Though I think these recent Maldives ones that we did in March, I'm proudest of those because the quality has elevated to that point of that particular series. Better sound, better camera, better awareness of, you know, what we show.
Yeah.
So I am proudest of how they look aesthetically.
Yeah. I've got to think about that word.
But yeah, it's the moments that that mean the most in the video. So
yeah,
that one would be my favourite.
I do have to agree with the Maldives ones. Like no one starts a YouTube channel or something where they film and they're perfect at it, you know?
No, and it's hard because we are, as many people are, we are perfectionists. We're perfectionists in our work, we're perfectionists at home, and we try to put that into our work in terms of what we do for YouTube. But also we've learned not to over criticise and look back and be like, oh, that's not good, because the quality is so much better now and we're so proud of it, but I'm also proud of where we started.
Absolutely, and it's a bit like the Rome vlog that we...
Oh, the Rome vlog.
Uploaded a couple of...
Don't talk about that one because I might tell you to delete it again.
A couple of videos ago, that was in 2022.
When we just started.
Yeah, we went to Rome for my 30th birthday and we did a vlog on it, and the quality is terrible in our eyes, so we deleted that from YouTube like pretty much straight away. But it's only recently, 2 years later, that I said to Charlie I want it to go back up, because although it's bad, I feel like that's just all part of our journey, and I want it to be in
our
catalogue of trips, and I want to be proud of it, because at that point maybe we didn't think it was too bad, but we was filming it on an iPhone. The
sound was all over the place.
The quality in dim light was poor. Sound was all over the place. Yeah, it's not good at all. But like we just said, it's that's part of our journey. So I'm really proud that it's back up now.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to look at it loads of times because we do watch our vlogs back. I'm not going to watch it over and over, but I think I just like it for the memories.
Yeah. One for the memes.
One for the memes. So next question is, which other vloggers do you watch and inspired you to start your own channel? God, there's quite a few.
There's quite a few, and for different reasons as well.
For different reasons. So we do watch Adam Hatton, but that was something you introduced me to. That was something you always watched.
Yeah.
And
watched Adam's videos for years, just that Disney.
And you met him in one of them, didn't you?
Met him twice.
Oh yeah, of course, we met him recently, didn't we, in Florida? And who else do we watch? Watch Molly Mays.
Molly, if you're watching, we're meant to be best friends. We like all the same things and we always choose the same things. Like when you post food, it's exactly what I would eat.
When you watch movies, it's exactly what you would watch.
Light candles, same candle. Same films. Come on, Molly.
Same holidays.
We met Molly as well.
We have met Molly, yeah. Yeah, and she was bloody lovely.
Same holiday, we copied one of hers, and then Molly, if you're watching...
I think you copied one of ours.
You copied one of ours, which is fine, because we're mates. I'll text you later.
Boy, that was funny, put that in.
Better give her a quick message. Hey doll, can we be friends?
Hey doll. Yeah, Adam Hatton, but that is for Disney stuff.
Molly.
We watch Molly May, that is for lifestyle stuff.
Well, I also watch, when you're at work, I watch Brogan Tate a lot. For like lifestyle and travel, and she does a lot of Disney stuff.
And we watch Max and Alex, watch the boys.
Yeah.
And they're subscribed.
FaceTime hearts.
Hello, boys.
Toby's home.
Toby's home. That is for home stuff.
Yeah.
And we take a lot of inspo from him.
We certainly
Because he's
do.
got a very, very good eye for interiors.
I mean, we watch a lot of
I just had one on my mind and I can't think of it. Lydia and Ali Millen, you watch. That's for lifestyle.
Love Lydia and Ali Millen.
God, I feel like the list could go on and on and on.
It does
Oh, I
go
love
on.
a Mr. Beast video.
Oh, you do, don't you?
Don't lie. He's like, oh,
I get
for God's
sucked
sake.
in.
And then I put it on and he's like...
It's all that hysterical laughter in the background, though. I do enjoy it when I watch it, though. We enjoy the YouTube platform. We really, really enjoy, and I think it's a combination of all of that inspired us to start. I think a mixture of, because I think the stuff we watch, majority of it is what we related to. So people that are showing where they travel, or people showing their home and their lifestyle and documenting their lives. I think that's a mixture of all of those people that we just mentioned.
Yeah, but specifically who inspired us to start our own channel, we not prefer, because we like all these different channels for different things, but we love like people's day-to-day, vlogging, day with me, or, you know, we bought these for the house.
Which we don't do enough of, but...
We don't do enough of.
We don't actually have a lot of spare time to film in.
Oh, Joe, it's so annoying because we get asked quite a lot for more regular videos, and there is nothing I would love more. We've said this, we'd love to do a video a week, but our jobs are so demanding, it is just impossible because we have 2 days off a week. One of them is for resting, oh, sorry boy, I put my middle finger up at you. One of them is for resting and recovering from the week we've just had, and the second one is like catching up on chores and stuff. Probably could film that, but...
It's just not always realistic.
Yeah, I'd really like to.
Who knows? We'll see.
Who knows? That's a goal for the future.
Which leads me on to a question that I know is in this list
Okay.
about what are our day jobs.
What are our day jobs?
Something I'm just going to very quickly put in here is we do get comments about this, and sometimes they're not positive.
Yeah, no, it's not positive. It's almost like people have a negative opinion on what we do because how much things may cost. And
It's a really, really hard topic, but
one.
it's something I've always wanted to just slightly touch on. We are so grateful for every comment and every viewer, and honestly, we don't let things get to us
But
easily.
we also don't like talking. You'll notice that in our vlogs, we never talk about the cost of things. It's not that channel. It's not that sort of channel.
Yeah.
We just want to bring you guys on holiday with us.
Yeah, wherever we're going, whether that be a trip to the Cotswolds, a trip to the Maldives, or a trip to the
bloody
Antique
town
Market.
centre. Yeah.
Yeah. That is just who we are, and I don't want this channel to be about how you can pay for things, about money. That is just something that I just don't enjoy. So
We never talk about money.
we don't, and we won't.
It's a horrible subject.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say is me and Charlie don't... I mean, we'll go out for dinner and stuff, but we don't go out. We don't go on like lots of weekends away. We save an awful lot of our money because we love the experiences of, say, things we've done already, like the Maldives. Like you said, boy, we're so fortunate, we're so lucky, but we do pile that money away.
Don't get me started on the word luck. I don't like that either, do I?
No.
Let's move on.
Well, I'm not lucky.
I'm not lucky.
I work bloody hard. So,
which a lot of people do on that. A lot of people work hard. It's not... I think
what you're trying to
that's the
say is
dodgy
the
thing.
business that you have made for yourself, that's 15, 16, 17 years in the making.
Yeah,
And now
absolutely.
you're enjoying it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which leads us on nicely to what we do for our day jobs.
So I am a manager of a very nice restaurant. Quite local to us.
Very nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Someone's actually met you at this restaurant once before and recognised you from YouTube, which I thought was wild.
2 people.
Oh, it's two?
2 people.
Don't remember the second one.
So I had a gentleman that called me over and I thought he was going to complain about his steak. So I thought, right, I'll go over and see what the problem is. And he said, you don't know me, but I watch your YouTube videos. And then I had another one. It was a lady. I had a message later on.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, I had a message when I got home saying that, oh bless her, she was a little bit starstruck tonight. And I was like, do not be so silly, but I said, you should have just said hello. Yeah, I love my job, but it's very, very demanding.
And Will won't touch on it enough, but it's been running an extremely long time. And it's
We've got a very good reputation.
unbelievable. This is like celeb hotspot.
But
or people that have been coming to that restaurant, long-term customers for 15, 20, 30 years.
Oh yeah, the people I meet, it's crazy.
It's unbelievable. You've got some amazing stories.
I've met a global superstar, and that's not even dramatic.
That's like a weekly occurrence.
And they know who I am.
And Michelle Keegan, if you're watching.
She walked into the restaurant recently and said, hiya Will. And I I put in our group chat, any goals or ambitions I had for my life,
God,
ignore them, I'm done. Michelle Keegan just came in and remembered my name.
And you said she is the most beautiful and kind
She's the most
person.
beautiful thing I've ever seen. Apart from you, of course.
Obviously.
But she is so lovely. Her and Mark are so, so nice. Like Michelle will give me a kiss, Mark will shake my hand. Yeah, very, very nice people. But they're just two of many people I've met.
And everyone else in between, but I just thought might be nice to big you up a little bit.
Thanks,
because,
boy, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm very proud of myself where I've got to.
Should be.
Because I didn't know I was going to do this as a career. I sort of fell into it about 6 years ago.
Something like that.
Yeah, I just stuck to it, and I love what I do. I love looking after people.
So my day job is, how do I even word it? I am a hairstylist, and I have been since I was, 15-ish. I started very young while I was still at school and just worked my way through my career, and I did lots of different things. I worked at a local salon, I did an apprenticeship like so many people of my generation did. That's kind of how you got into hairdressing at the time. I moved to a busier, sort of more current salon, I guess, because I was in quite like a small local salon. Still local, the second one, but just much bigger and busier, that saw a much higher volume of clientele. Started to build relationships with clients, built myself up a bit and started working with some well-known brands on the side of doing clients in the salon. I did trade shows all over the UK. I had some really exciting opportunities to work with people, which massively elevated me, and I'm so, so grateful for it. But I've now found myself with my own business, and I've got a couple of girls that work with me, and they are incredible. And I work very long hours, and I try and keep all my clients as happy as I can. And I do love it, but it is very physically and mentally demanding.
How long have you had that business now?
5 years.
5 years. Well, I love hearing you talk about your work. I'm so proud of you.
Just because we spoke about yours, but I thought, no, I'm going to go a bit deeper into it.
I'm just so proud of him. Before me and Charlie started seeing each other, I got together boys, whatever we were.
Together boys.
It was almost like Charlie was a little local celebrity. Everyone knew about Charlie. Like, it's to your credit, you know, based on like the quality of his work and stuff. Charlie, let's not beat around the bush, boy. You're the best at what you do.
I'm alright.
You are the best at what you do.
And I think that comes from when I was 16, 17, 18, 19. A lot of my sort of friends or people my age were going out, they were drinking, partying, which I didn't start until I was 19. For those years between 15 and 19, I did my apprenticeship, I worked full time, and I studied. I did everything that I was meant to do, obviously to qualify and pass, but I went over and above. Every night I'd come home and I'd watch things online.
You do anyway, that's who you are as a person.
Yeah, and I applied myself, but without the intention of being here now. That's just who I was then. So them years were really, really valuable to me because I did it young. I would say that was my biggest thing, is at the beginning, I knew what I wanted to do and I applied myself so much. I was sure from the beginning, which I think is, don't like the word, but it is a bit of luck. Not everyone knows what they want to do at that age. And if you do...
Yeah, that's luck.
That is luck.
Hard work following, it's not luck.
Absolutely. I did have some really exciting work opportunities, as I said, and I've worked with some amazing clients, some which were absolutely incredible. As I say, that elevated me massively, but some of which were not. And that steered me in a slightly different direction because at that point, I thought, this is the way to be big. This is the way to be successful.
I think it was at the time, but it wasn't for you.
It wasn't for me, guys. Honestly, the way it made me feel, I was sat waiting in hotel rooms and getting moved from pillar to post.
Quite frankly, treated like shit.
Not treated very nicely by people who
people's teams.
I never expected to be that way. So it really altered my perception.
From what you maybe see on the telly.
Yeah, and maybe that was just bad luck. I'm sure it was, because there are some incredible people out there to work with, some of which I've met and had a great time. But the loyalty I have from my clientele that I see regularly means the absolute world to me. So,
and I'm going to big him up now.
That's
when people,
I thought I did quite well picking myself up, but I'll listen.
So I've had people say in the restaurant that, because they know that Charlie is a hairdresser, hairstylist, extension specialist, saying that they want to have their hair done, and they've spoken to me about it, and I always say, oh, look on his Instagram, he's got a booking link on there, and they say, oh yeah, no, I tried that, but I can't get him for about 3 months. And boy, I think that is incredible. If any of you have seen it, it's a fantastic program. It's on YouTube, kids.
Oh my God, we love it.
But Tabitha's Salon Takeover, the intro, she says, I'm so in demand, there is a 3-month waiting list just to see me. And I'm like, that's Charlie. Like that, he's successful. It's really good.
I'm just the Essex version of that.
But yeah, basically, long story short, we work bloody hard, don't we, boy?
And that's what we do for
and we
living.
will play hard.
Yeah, but to summarise the last 10 minutes, work hard, play hard.
So another question we had was, how is Will's recovery from his eyelid surgery? Guys, we are a month, like a month and
5 weeks.
Yeah, 5-6 weeks. And guys, I feel like
I'll move out the shot so it focuses.
Right, let's get this focused. So I feel like they're healing really nicely. I get a bit of redness around here. I find that I get it when I get out of the shower. But my eyes are so much more open now. In fact, I'm going to insert a photo here of one Charlie took of me recently. And it's of me on the day of my surgery, like before I had it. And a picture of me now. And my eyes are just so different. Even Charlie said that looking at the photos together now, I actually looked sad before because my eyes drooped down. And now they're almost like dome shape. So yeah, I'm really happy. It's really weird because when I do this, my eyes feel really tight. But I'm putting on my scar cream and hopefully by the wedding they would really calm down. But if not, I'll just have a bit of makeup put here. And I've never worn makeup in my life. So that'll be interesting. What if in the wedding photos you just see a big orange patch on the side of my face? But guys, thank you so much for checking in on me and asking how I am. I really, really appreciate it. But I'm so happy I had it done.
Okay, so next question. We've got one about the wedding. Are we getting married in this country or abroad? We didn't really consider abroad, to be honest. I think we were pretty confident it was always going to be here.
We're homeboys, we call ourselves.
We are, and we considered the very stylish, sort of current town hall style wedding, but with the size of the guest lists and sort of party
and what we wanted, because that's sacrificing a party.
Yeah.
In the way that we wanted to do it.
Yeah. So we have gone for a quintessential British wedding.
Yeah, at like a, is it a Georgian property? I'm not quite sure, but something along like them lines, like an old property.
Yeah.
With lovely detailing on the inside and
lovely grounds. So guys, not long you'll get to see. So stay tuned if you want to see how that all goes and what it looks like.
Yeah.
Make sure you are subscribed.
It's very, very soon. It's very exciting. It's just a lot to plan. And we keep saying that we're not nervous about the legality or the commitment. That's just nothing. Of course, because we love each other and that's what we want to do. It is this bloody event that we're putting on. And we're just hoping that it all comes together and all of our like suppliers or performers,
which it
whatever
will.
We're having, will all talk to each other. But from what we hear from other people's weddings and from our suppliers and people doing the music or people singing, that they do all talk to each other and that we don't need to worry about it. That's what we've learned recently.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. So 2 more questions to go. Second from last is, any plans to visit Disneyland Paris again? I could see you two loving the new Disneyland hotel.
Of course!
Absolutely!
I will be staying in the suite, I will be living... No, I cannot wait to see the new Disneyland hotel. Of course, we've seen everything about it on YouTube. And we love Disneyland Paris.
And it's quite easy for us to get to. It's not long haul, it's not a flight, we can get the Eurostar.
Yeah.
It's very, very convenient.
So that will be happening. It'll probably happen sooner rather than later. So stay tuned again, because we will definitely be back to Disneyland Paris, and we will definitely be staying at the Disneyland Hotel.
Yeah, you've been speaking about this, haven't you?
Yeah.
That is where we'll be staying next. But last time we went in January, and when I say it was cold...
I like going for
I mean, like, it was like I was walking around on life support. It
weren't great.
Horrible. It was so...
But we loved it.
But I just had such a good time.
It's a great trip.
You can't not have a good time.
If you haven't watched it, check back on our videos. There's 3 videos of Disneyland Paris, and they were great videos.
Yeah.
So we just got the new camera at that point as well, so the quality is pretty good.
I just shaved my head as well because I was trying to get all the blonde out.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't a great look. But
hair malfunction.
Just please bear with.
Last question, guys. I hope you've enjoyed all these questions, by the way. If you're still here, thank you. What is one of your secret passions or talents? Let's do a passion and a talent each.
Oh, okay. A passion. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, what are you passionate about?
A passion of mine. Oh, there's a few.
You're allowed multiple.
Okay, like homeware.
That's a very recent passion.
No, boy. I've always been into...
Yeah, but
yeah,
I had a good time the last few weeks, haven't we?
The amount of times I've moved my mum's house around and stuff, I've always been, like, even when I was in school, I used to move my mum's living room around and put things in different places. So I love that. And aviation, aeroplanes, that's a passion of mine. And a talent that could help me meet the wizard.
If I make good.
I'm trying to think of, like, my job.
I say presentation is a very good talent of yours.
Is it?
Yeah, so you was like having...
But you got to remember the difference.
At the table, it's like...
But that's a skill.
Oh, okay.
I always get confused between talent and skills.
A
Are you born with a talent?
Are people born wicked?
Talent, drive it. I'm an excellent driver.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm a really good driver. And at one point, I wanted to be a race car driver. So my dad used to take me to Brands Hatch to see the British touring cars race. And I remember thinking then that I really want to be a race car driver, but I've wanted to do many things in my life. I wanted to be a coach driver at one point, driving people from the airport to their hotels and abroad resorts.
I didn't know that.
With a big screen at the front, you know that? And then modern buses. Cool. I think I've just got a thing for machinery. I just love ships, cars, planes.
Yeah, you do.
Buses.
You do.
What's your passion?
What am I passionate about?
Oh, a good one. Travel. You're passionate about travel, like resorts, destinations.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Adventure.
I was going to say musical theatre.
Yes, that's a good one.
That's a huge passion. I love
Yeah.
it. Passion, I'm going to say musical theatre. I'm very passionate about. And I would say talent. I think it's remembering things. If I watch a film, I can recite the script. Can't I?
Yeah, it's really annoying when we're trying to watch a film we've already seen before and Charlie's reciting the script in my ear, sitting next to me, acting coming out as well. It's not just reading it.
Yeah,
it's doing it. Oh my god!
Yeah, and I remember everything word for word, which reminds me when I was young, because another passion is dance. I love to dance, don't I? And I did as a child, and they were the happiest times. And one year I was in a Christmas panto and we was doing 16 shows, so 32 shows, but we all had a double. So we swapped because we were obviously young children. And I think I was so overexcited and like overworked that I got ill. And my mum and dad, I remember them telling me this story, they stood in the doorway of their bedroom because I slept in their bed, and delirious, laying in bed, I recited this whole panto, like everyone's line.
What, while you in your sleep?
Yeah, well, I don't know if I was sleeping or I don't know what was wrong with me.
You never told me that.
Have I not?
No.
Ask mum and dad about it. But yeah, I would lay in bed. I remember the show opening and that witch would come out. I can remember it now. Eye of frog,
oh god, here we go.
Wing of bat, lip of dog and claw of cat. A potion here I'll brew this night to tell the future, dark or bright. Stand back, pyrotechnic went off. It never ends. And that was a panto that I was in 2000 to 2001.
Can you see this passion now?
That's my passion. No, that's my talent. So they're kind of all related.
Yeah, that's really
Musical
hard,
theatre, dancing, singing, lines. I absolutely live for it. And if I didn't do this job that I do, I would love to have done that, but I would have to have started that young. Which I was.
Stuck to it.
Yeah, but obviously 32, a bit late now, but we're just going to see Panto
No, it's
every
never
year.
too late.
Okay, it's not too late. I did go back to dancing, didn't I? When I was 30.
You did go back to dancing, but you don't really do that anymore.
No, it was so much ag, but I wanted to go somewhere really good, so I was going into central London every week to do classes, and it was amazing, but not sustainable at the moment, but you never know.
But you really enjoyed it. Maybe
I loved it.
Doing that again.
Maybe you sit in the car and wait for me for an hour and a half.
I do. I'm your biggest fan, aren't I?
You are.
So guys, that is all of your questions answered. We hope you've enjoyed this vlog and have enjoyed having a little peek into our house, because like we said, it's quite different from when we did a house tour about a year or two ago. But it's just been so nice to just sit down and chat to you all and like actually answer questions that have been asked to us so many times. We've been really looking forward to filming, haven't we?
Yeah, we have, and we had a good bunch of questions as well. So thank you so much to everyone who sent us those questions in. And you know, maybe in a year's time or 6 months' time, we'll do another one. So if ever you've got questions, pop them in the comments.
But thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more. There's always things coming up, and we love to take you along with us. So we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.